What is up, my friends? My name is Ecothrumi, and today I'm highlighting a war, a CWL war between Divine Justice and Reddit Elephino. And as you guys can see, Divine Justice won this war, and what a good one it was. As we scroll through the stats right here, you guys can see who our 6-star heroes were. I want to thank Hillbilly for recording this for me. I was actually out of town and not able to get a recording done of this war before I returned because it only has that 24-hour replay with Friendly Wars. But thanks to Hillbilly, I was able to capture some footage and we could show some of the highlights from Divine Justice side of the war. This is a 10v11 hit right here, guys, and we have Flower going on in, and it looks as if he's got a nice queen walk going, softening up the core a little bit there as well, and some golem and bowler that are going to really just knock down the house. Let's check out how he gets this done right here. I see we got that queen walk starting up in the northernmost portion of the base. Already those rage spells are dropped on top of the queen and on top of those 5 healers. Baby Dragon is in as well, helping to do some funneling, doing some nice work. Baby Dragon is such a great utility troop. Always get great value out of those guys. Queen Walk is continuing through, going to do some good funneling and picking away of a nice percentage before we send in the rest of the troops and activate that Eagle Artillery. Always a good practice in my opinion, and probably one of my favorite ways to start out a Town Hall 10v11 attack. We have the Golem coming in from the southernmost portion of the base right now with some bowlers behind, going to create another nice large funnel there. And then we have one more golem, 8 more bowlers, a baby dragon, and 2 minions, and a clan castle to handle right there. The king is also still in the bag. We have 1 jump and 1 rage. Here comes the golem number 2, as well as those bowlers in behind. Let's see how this attack works right here, guys. The jump spell is put into place right on top of that expo. The eagle is raining down on top of that golem. Bowlers, are they going to take that jump? They're taking it, guys. Multi-target inferno on top of all of our troops, but the rage spell dropped as well. Actually, the bowlers, a lot of them decided to run around the base, but we do have a few on there. The queen is locked onto the town hall right there. Nice and clutch. Those bowlers were supposed to go into the core, but unfortunately they didn't. But at the same time, the queen did and got the job done. So far, it's a 55% 2-star, and the queen is still doing some work with those healers. Is she going to take down that Eagle Artillery? That's the question. She does. What an amazing hit right here, guys. 55 seconds left in this attack, and the queen's walk is continuing. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of time, nor is there another rage spell in the bag, or else she would have probably been able to continue her walk a bit longer than she did. We're looking at a 65% 2-star at this point in time, and it looks as if that's where it's going to sit until those healers get eaten up by those traps. 4 timesing it through. Thank you very much for that, Hillbilly, so we don't have to sit through 35 seconds of traps working on our healers. And that was a beautiful 2-star 10v11 right there on the number 1 base from Reddit Elephino. Scrolling down to the number 3 base, it looks like we have a Valkyrie attack right here. Again, starting with a nice 5-healer queen walk. Over here at Divine Justice, it seems that the attackers in 10v11 hits like to soften up the core of the base with those earthquake spells. I've seen it done often over here, and wondering if that's, I'm assuming that that's part of that strategy. It's actually nothing that I've discussed with the guys yet, but maybe I should, because I do see it consistently in 10v11 war hits. Queen walk starting in the south, and that baby drag was working up there in the eastern side of the base, northeastern call it. Walk is continuing from that queen. 4 rage spells and 1 jump spell right here, guys. We have 4 bowlers, 1 golem, 10 Valkyries, and 5 wall breakers. Also, we have a clan castle. I'm wondering if there's going to be bowlers or a golem out of that CC. We will see soon enough. Queen is doing a nice walk right here, getting some great value. We're going to be up to 15% of the base taken down just by the queen walk and the baby dragon that was thrown up in the east earlier. Here comes the golem, and pretty soon behind that golem we're going to have those bowlers coming in. King's in though right there. The wall breakers busted on through. We have more bowlers coming out of the CC right here, guys, and what we're doing right here is creating a gorgeous funnel, and the great use of that rage spell, enraging the kill squad and our queen, and pretty soon our healers as well. Hopefully our queen steps out of there so that our healers aren't being targeted by the expo. Actually worked out okay right there. Look at this kill squad doing some serious work, really pushing the core, creating a beautiful funnel that our Valkyries will have no choice but to follow, which is a good thing because at least in my experience, Valkyries love to run in the wrong direction. We got a few test Valkyries right there running in to make sure they go in the right spot. They're actually going to do a nice job clearing out that air defense and that bomb tower. What a beautiful job funneling those Valkyries in with Valkyries alone. And here's the rage spell. Time to tear things up in the core right there. And that town hall is about to go down. There it goes. And are they going to take down the Infernos as well? No, they're not. Those Inferno towers are intense, guys. Max level Infernos. Really nicely done right there by Gohan, our number 4 attacker, a Town Hall 10 versus Reddit Elephino's number 3 base, which was a Town Hall 11. Beautiful hit there, man. Looks like we're going to have a 10v10, I believe, right here. Looks like we have our number 7 attacker, Libby, going in on the number 11 Town Hall 10. And we have a healed Bow Witch attack right here. Some of my favorite attacks are the Bow Witch attacks. And this one's starting out with a couple of archers picking away at the corner buildings. Timely process, guys. Want to make sure that your bowlers go in the right direction. They don't run out of the anticipated path. Here we go. Healers on top of those bowlers and witches right over there. So it looks like it may be a bit of a witch slap, actually. The way that this is being used, we have healers on the bowlers and witches on the north and on the west. And the kill squad's going through the core. Normally, I wouldn't see in a bow witch attack the healers on the corners, but it's being used in this one. We have the poison spell down, Queen's working on the hound, and hopefully that balloons soon enough as well. King's in, bowlers are all into the core. Everything is being raged and poisoned at the same time. Those bowlers are wrecking house right now, taking down that first Inferno tower that was set on multi. It's funny because when I try these attacks out myself, guys, the Infernos demolish me. I must be doing something wrong. Bowlers still working their way through. The enemy balloon is finally down, and the Queen is in right here. She's going to work on that air sweeper and then the Inferno tower, unless she gets distracted. And it's going to be all okay. Actually, the Wizard tower was her first stop. Here we go on the Inferno tower. She's just fine. Her ability's been popped right there. And there is still a jump spell, which is being used right here to get the Queen through the final compartment of the base. And with those healers on top, she's going to be just fine. Witches walking around the rest of the base, cannons being distracted by all those skeletons, and the witches can shoot over the walls, taking out the cannon and soon the archer towers as well. Queen's working on that town hall right now. Her ability, like I said, has been used, so she can't pop her ability to save her own life, but she takes out that archer tower, which is going to be clutch. Does she have enough life in her? She does have enough life to survive the giant bomb. And we still have that bowler over there in the west trying to get through that wall. Working really hard right there, guys. But here we go. The archer tower is about to go down, and then it's just clean up of the last 2%. The Queen survives and regains some health from those two beautiful healers. Skellies will finish that final mine right there, and that's a 100% attack for Livy. We're scrolling down to base number 13, I believe, which is a Town Hall 9 hit. And it looks as if we have a healed witch slap attack right here, guys. We got our witches over there in the west and our witches over there in the north with the healers on both. And then we're going to have that kill squad, the golem, CC bowlers, and the heroes going through the core. Looks a lot like the base attack, the attack that we just saw on the last base. Although this one is a Town Hall 9 and the last one was a Town Hall 10 hit. Golem has jumped into the base. King, Queen, and bowlers from the CC are taking that jump, and they're going to go right into the core of the base and wreck some house. The Queen's still working on that lava hound, following that hound around. Rage spell right on top of those bowlers and on top of our King in the core of the base. Jump spell to get them through the next compartment, And the queen's walk continues, following around those pups, hopefully taking them all out as she moves. Queen's at full health. The king is about to lose his life right there, and he gets saved actually by a few of those healers. That is so clutch right there, and the golemites are there in front of him to help him tank. So that actually worked out really nicely, keeping our king alive, helping this attack dominate this base. I shouldn't say dominate, because the base is it doesn't hold. You know, we got a 3-star right here, guys, but the base wasn't crushed. Well, we can say that at least. But it is taken down. Heal spell on top of our queen right there. What a nice play, keeping her alive just for an extra second to take out one of those defenses. And the witches are walking around the base. The king is as well. Witch is helping out that king by shooting over the wall, but now the king has to pound on that wall to get himself through. We are going to have a 100% health king though by the end of this, guys, because he's being healed up all the way around. Nice skelly spell on top of that little Tesla farm there, trying to distract so the witches could come to town and clean everything up that's within those last 2 small compartments over there. The wizard tower is probably the scariest defense left on the base for the witches, but with the king coming through, he would have to pound on the walls a little bit, but he could get the job done as long as time permitted. One more defense. We have a swag poison spell over there in the western side of the base. And the witch is going to shoot over the wall, take out that wizard tower as everything is being healed. Nice job there, Cubbies, on that 9v9 hit. And we have 1 or 2 more attacks to share, guys. This one is from, where's he going to choose? Here we go. It Burns is going in on Teddy Bear from Reddit Elephino. And he's got dragons and a few balloons. So is it enough balloons to call it a dragoon? I just call this one a dragon attack right here. But look at this. 3 lightnings and an earthquake spell. Take out 2 air defenses. What solid value. I've seen that done by It Burns before, and I love it. What a great value out of 2, 4, 6, 7 camp space in the spell factory department, at least. Nicely done. Queen's going in. She's going to work on another one of those air defenses, the outermost one. Get some good value out of this queen right here. Her ability is going to be popped pretty soon just so she can survive. Really need to make sure that she takes out that AD so this attack goes as planned. Let's see if she does, or is she going to retarget? Nope. She takes out the AD and then is going to work on the enemy king, which is not a threat to an air attack, of course. A few dragons in on the outside lanes first, just to keep those dragons funneling into the core, and then a lava hound with more balloons coming out of the clan castle. Actually, those balloons I think were the ones that were cooked up. I take that back. The lava hound's out of the CC though. Oops. Lava hound is popped, but did its job and tanked that 1 air defense. Balloons are coming through along with those dragons. This attack is going to crush this base. There's no way this base is going to take down all of these dragons in the core. They're under rage. Going to take out the Tesla farm and going to take out those expos. Sweepers are just being a nuisance right now, but they'll go down pretty quickly as well. Love me some dragon attacks, guys. Sound off in the comments below if you're a fan of dragon attacks as well. I love seeing them at Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9. I love them seeing them even more at Town Hall 10 just because it's a more difficult attack. But wow, dragons just make these attacks look so fun and so exciting and so slow. But they're working their way through them with no haste spells, no rage spells left in the bag because, like I said, a lot of this camp space for spells was used on the Zapquake. They just have to kind of make their way through, but 2 timesing it will make it look a lot nicer and get the same effect of this attack. How It Burns dominated the base, did a beautiful job, and showed us how to Town Hall 9 3-star in war using dragons. And guys, I believe our last attack is going to be by the man himself, Cleric Dragoon, another one of our highlighters and content creators from the Circle of Clans. I remember watching his attack in my live stream, and what a gorgeous attack it was. Is this the one right here? Let's see. Let's see which one he chooses. There he goes. You think you just passed it. There we go, right there. That's Cleric Dragoon's hit. If you don't know his channel, you should definitely check him out. Look up Cleric Dragoon. He's on the sidebar of my main page. And he's going in with a gorgeous attack using witches right here. Golem to do some nice tanking for them. And the heroes and bowlers, I believe, out of the CC, gonna go right into the core of this base and wreck it. I love this attack when I saw it live, and I'm gonna love it again. I just know that I am. King, Queen coming into the base. Jump has been planted. Bowlers are going in as well. All of these troops funneling into the core. Beautifully done right here, guys. Come on, bowlers, make that turn, go into that jump spell, and then jump and get sucked into that rage. Queen and witches are going to take care of that lava hound. And look at this kill squad just completely demolished the core of the base. And the heal spell is right in place to keep those bowlers alive. That's a problem that I always have. I'll place my heal spell on attacks like this, and I'll miss. The troops won't go to the heal. So that's a mistake that I always make, that Dragoon actually did perfectly right here. His kill squad is basically at full health yet again in the core of the base, and just simply powering through this base, rushing through it, and just taking out everything in its path. Gorgeous attack right here. You do have those witches and a couple of wizards on the western side of the base, clearing out everything on the outside, and really there are not many defenses left in here, guys. You have one mortar, two mortars, one cannon, and one wizard tower. That's not stopping this attack. We have both of our heroes, we have the bowlers, and we have a bunch of witches and skeletons doing some work around the outside of the base. We're at 88% right now, and Dragoon is just getting it done, making it look easy for everyone over here on Divine Justice. But like I said, guys, earlier, what a great war this was. It was exciting. Some beautiful hits from our side, Divine Justice. Also, of course, Reddit Elephino had beautiful hits on their side as well, but we'll let their recapper highlight those attacks on their end of things. And again, guys, I'm sorry that I couldn't record this one myself with my normal formatting, but I'm very happy that I was able to get the footage and be able to put something together for you guys so you can see what went down here in this CWL war between, again, Divine Justice and Reddit Elephino. But guys, thanks so much for coming down. I appreciate you being here. If you want to join the Circle of Clans, wait until the end and you will see the requirements card with the contact information. Guys, I'll see all of you back here tomorrow. Until then, be good.